Hey, this is Jimmy Adams, contributing DJ to Empire, and you're watching the Empire Broadcasting Channel. Peace. How did I get into mixing? It all started, man, when I came to my first trip to Canada here. I arrived in Quebec and I met some unreal people, and they were really into music. I live with them now, and we all started on a little program called Virtual DJ, just mixing away on a computer. And after that I left to go back to Australia, and where my friend had just bought a brand new setup, Technic 1200s with a Allen Heath mixer, Serato Scratch Live, the whole setup, and we just started mixing. I was living with the guy at the time, and we just started mixing every day, every night, every day. And I came back to Quebec here, bought myself a brand new setup, and we're starting like that now. We're mixing away, making some beats. It's gonna be good. What's my style? Well, I love electro. My style is electro. I mix electro, mostly dance electro. I love every kind of music though. I'll mix minimal tech, I'll mix house electro, I'll mix relaxed electro. I have a growing interest in hip hop thanks to a good friend, Phil Grise from Empire. Big shout out to him. Also funk, thanks to some great friends of mine that I'm living with now. But definitely an electro DJ, so get your dancing shoes on. Who are my influential artists? Well, my main ones, I would definitely have to say Mastercraft, Justice, Boys Noise, Carol One. Of course, I really like heavy music, so I'm really into Bloody Beetroot, Steve Aoki. The list could go on, but there's definitely some of the main ones that I try and listen to, but I also listen to a lot of underground artists as well, so that definitely gives me my some big influences there. And of course, my friends, my fellow DJs, Max and Perks, big influences in my music as well as we mix together. What exactly is it that I do? Okay, so what we do is we're trying to make a set. So we're playing one song into another song. So I have one song on one vinyl and one song on the other vinyl. One song is playing and I'm listening to the other song in my headphones, and the idea is to beat match the two songs so that they're playing in the same sync and at the same speed. So then once that's done, I can bring the second song in and they can play together, and that's what you call lacing. After that I can do whatever I want. I can fiddle with my effects, I can fiddle with the bass, I can do whatever I want, and eventually we're going to be moving the song over to the new song. And then we roll backwards and forwards like that, and that's exactly how you create a set that you hear at any concert. And that's basically the concept. What's my equipment? Okay, so to start with, we have our headphones here. Nice headphones. Running into the mixer here, we have an Allen Heath Zone 62, 4 channels, a bunch of equalizers, analog effects on both sides. After that, we have our turntables. These are Technic 1200s, beautiful brand new Technic 1200s, courtesy of Phil Grise from Empire. Big thank you to Phil for these Technic 1200s. We also have here is our software, it's called Talk. Now, this runs the MP3s directly to our vinyls. So we can play any MP3 on live vinyl. It works exactly like a vinyl. It just scratches like a vinyl. If I hold it, it's going to stop. If I let it go, it's going to run. Finally, we have our receiver here. Everything goes into the receiver and out to the speakers. We also use a recording program. We run the recording program from the mixer out into another computer where it gets recorded. So that's pretty much how the setup works, and that's how the mixes are made. How did I get hooked up with Empire? Well, it all started on one of my first couple of days working with Empire, and I worked with a great man called Phil Grise, once again, my boss. And I happened to have brought one of my mixes in that day, and I was listening to it in the background, and he really liked it, and he asked me whether I would be interested in making podcast for the site. And so I said yes, and we started making podcasts. And now my podcast can be found on www.thinkempire.com, right here. Click on the information site, and the podcasts are located on the main page here, under the podcast section. Click on the mixes, they'll be listed right here, and it downloads directly into your iTunes as a podcast. And from then on, you can keep the podcast updated directly from your iTunes, and you can just go there and update the new mix whenever it's posted. And so listen up, guys, go and get it done, and have a good listen.